Hey, good morning, Jason. How are you, buddy?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Come on in. Come on in. Beautiful day out there this morning, isn't it?
Beautiful day.
Good deal. We have decided this morning that we're just going to take a little shop tour around, show you some stuff in the store, maybe get y'all fired up a little bit about Christmas. The Beekeepers, I've got some stuff to talk to y'all about too. Right at this very moment, we're going to ease right on around here. As you can tell, Gracie, our employee, has already got our tree up and decorated, and she's done a beautiful job with it. Ornaments, beeswax, natural beeswax, poured ornaments, handcrafted ornaments from the Hartzell homestead. Just some really neat stuff. Makes for a beautiful tree. Some hand carved ornaments from Troy Renfro. We just really have a lot of stuff going on here for Christmas that you may or may not be aware of. It is that season. We've got a lot of things beekeepers are going to need. Christmas is always a great time to gift someone something, so you've probably got that special beekeeper in mind. Come by and pick them out something. There's always some little something you've probably heard them say during harvesting. Maybe not harvesting, maybe they were just working bees. They needed an extra tool of some kind. You know, you can come in, kind of build them up some gift package ideas. One great one that Corinne mentioned to me would be, you know, a fume board. Pair it with Be Quick or Be Gone to aid you with your honey removal this spring or later on into summer. They'll already have it at home, have it ready. It won't become a, I need to go get this right now. Of course, there's uncapping knives, cold knives, capping scratchers, refractometers. You know, it might be as simple as lubrifilm for their extractor to keep their extractor running smooth and quiet. We have naturally local honey, all kinds of different honey. Now when I say that, it's raw honey. It is produced by a lot of beekeepers here in the River Valley. It is considered local. We have whip, we have comb, we have spring, we have fall, we have dark, we have light. We've got in Bentley drinkware. It's always a great cup. They're just almost indestructible and come with a lifetime guarantee. So, you know, doesn't get much better than that. I'm kind of going through this a little rapid for you. Juanita's Brittle. We carry Nature's Blend rice from right down the road here in Atkins, the Ralston family. It is a great rice. You've got all different types of it, so it will go with almost anything. You can, as you can tell, as the awesome videographer dude's walking through, there is stuff here for almost everyone, whether you are a beekeeper or not. If basket weaving is your pastime, if you've just thought, hey, I'd like to try that, we've got all kinds from beginners to the more, experienced build on the baskets. We have molds for you guys that are saving your wax. You're going to render your wax. Corinne shows you how to do that on one of our YouTube videos. We've got everything it takes for you to turn that rendered wax into candles or lip balms or salves or soaps. So that's awesome too. Unassembled frames. We have unassembled frames. You can buy the frame, build the frame, buy the foundation, install your foundation. Get a jump on this for winter, guys. We're going to be back into spring. Swarming and splitting and producing honey is coming quickly. We talk about this break that we're going to get for the winter. That's not 100% true. We've got bees to feed. We've got equipment to build. We've got to get ready. So as you're thinking about that, and let's not forget, we carry posters that will aid you on this journey if you're a newbie, or maybe you're an experienced apiarist and you'd just like to have something cool like this in your man cave. You've got the life cycle of the honeybee, you got the beekeeper's year. We have teaching frames if you decided maybe you wanted to go to school with one of your kids and talk about honeybees to their classmates. Queen spotting books. This is a cool book. This can keep you entertained for hours finding the queen in this book. This young lady did a fabulous job on this book. It's very detailed photos. It will help you down the road locating queens. It's a chance to practice in a book. Eight frame, folks, we've got you covered. Everything from winter feeders to spring feeders. We've got inner boards, we've got outer covers, we've got paramoth trays for storing that used comb. We have deeps, mediums. We've got gabled rooftops for your 8 frame. All types of, we have the Freeman bottom board with tray. We have the plain simple pine screen bottom boards. We have solid bottom boards. Wedge top, groove top frames, wired wax for you guys who prefer it over plastic. We keep it in stock. Moving robbing screens for both your wooden nukes as well as your 8 and 10 frame hives. We also carry a Bee-Smart version of the moving robbing screen for moving those bees or just shutting them down in the event of robbing. Hive staples, fasteners, entrance reducers. We have got a ton of stuff. I recommend that you just come in and see us. I think you'll be impressed when you walk around in here, the things that you're going to find, and maybe you didn't know they existed, maybe you did and you just wanted to touch them, look at them, come in and do so. We keep full stock on shallows, mediums, deeps, both in commercial and select grade lumber. We've got our swarm catching lures applications. We have spring feeds for your bee food plot, so to speak. It's a honeybee forage. You can put it out. We carry that up to 50-pound sacks. Does a large acreage as well as we have it for a small acreage. We have some items, scratch and dent items that are always out that you can pick up on the cheap if you're that guy that can do just a little bit of work to something, or if a dent doesn't really affect you in any way. We've got a new stock on long hives coming. They are available here at Central Beekeeper Supply. Due to shipping and logistics, we do not sell these on the website. So, if you guys that are out of state are on your way through on a trip, call ahead and reserve one of these dudes and pick it up. All you local folks, y'all can get them here. We'll have a new stock of these coming in soon. They're really taking off. I myself have got one now, as you know, if you watch the channel. I'm very intrigued by it. I see a lot of potential in it. I really like the fact of not down stacking boxes to check on things. So something to keep in mind, make a great Christmas gift also. Okay, oh, by the way, we had a guy on, I believe it was the Rural Route Farms Oxalic. Somewhere in there, 2 or 3 questions was asked. I think the question was, where would you get extra caps, that sort of thing. So just so you know, we do carry the extra components for the Pro Vape 110. These are the dispensary caps that you see Justin load as he goes to the next hive and then snaps on that Pro Vape, flips it up and goes. We carry the O-rings in case an O-ring gets burnt and pops on you. We've got these in stock. We've got the extra caps in stock. We've got a good stock on the ProVape 10s. This would be an excellent Christmas gift for that beekeeper that you have in the family. I know that y'all saw them, but you can imagine the surprise when your beekeeper opens that dude up on Christmas morning. You would gain popularity. Oxalic acid is another thing. Let's briefly touch on that while I'm standing here. Apibioxal. This is the approved oxalic acid for use with the honeybee colonies. It is in true form. It is what has been used. I don't want to get into what everyone's doing and someone else is doing this, but if you're the person who likes to stay within the guidelines of the professionals, this is the stuff. This is what you want to be using. Look this up online, look up other oxalic acids that are sold super cheap in bulk. Read the breakdown of its makeup. Everything that you buy should say where it's made, how it's made, and if you'll notice, there'll be a different genetic makeup, if you will, of the chemical composites in this oxalic acid. So I didn't go everywhere I needed to go with that, but I want you to know that this has been approved. This is the stuff approved to be used in your bee colonies. So everything from bee health to the treatment of honeybees, we've got it. We want to fight beetles. We want to fight small hive beetles, the varroa mite, the tracheal mite, fevers, flus, so the fumagellin, the viruses of the bee. We carry the strong microbials, the Super DFM, a great product that is becoming more and more known as to its reliability and what it's bringing back to the table. A great product. We carry your paramoth drawers for storage. We carry the paramoth from the hobbyist guy who's got a little bit to store to the guy who's knocking on being a sideliner and he needs bulk. We've got it. We've got feeders of all kinds. The Big Blue outside pollen feeder holds 30 pounds in one whack. It's a great option if you've got 12 plus colonies sitting in a location. Pollen, as we all know, is a huge benefit to the nurse bees as well as the emerging brood during production and over winter. Pollen is a must. It's the meat and potatoes. So winter feed, pro winter, emergency feed, keep your bees alive. You get caught, you can't carry them liquid or it's just too cold for them to take it. You can use this as simple as putting it on your inner board around the vent, put the cover back on. The bees will actually cluster under it and chain feed down to the core. I've saved a lot of hives over winter with this. It is a great product. Queen rearing products. We've got marking pins, we've got cells, we've got cell protectors. Queen catchers, stainless, plastic, clear. We've got the press-in, thorns press-in, queen cage. We have queen introductory frames. The queen castle, that is a cool deal. You want to move a frame of nurse bees with 1, 2, 3 day old eggs, maybe drop them a frame of pollen and honey in or a feeder. Allow those bees to understand when they are queenless and they will start drawing your cells. Produce your queens naturally. This will alleviate that need for that super eyesight or taking a frame out. If you're the guy that doesn't have a whole lot of time, but you'd like to have extra queens, this is the way to go. You might research these a little bit and consider them. I think you'll really be shocked how well these works. I'll try to do a YouTube on that this spring, time permitting, and you'll see how easy it is to let your bees make their own queens, and therefore those queens will be ready for you throughout the season for splits, requeening, or replacements. Smokers, of course, smoker fuel, starters, frame nailing devices. That would be another great gift for the beekeeper. This will expedite that time build in the frame building department. 10 frames at a time will speed up his work. He'll thank you for it later, ladies. This would be a great gift for the beekeeper. We have, of course, for you traditionalists who like to wire, use eyelets, we have your eyelet tools, your insertion tool, your eyelets, your frame, your wire roller, your form board to back the wire while you press it in. We carry the wire. Now this is a handy little gizmo. This is the Beekeeper's toolbox. I want to talk to you a little bit in depth, if you don't mind, briefly here. We're going to talk a little bit about all of its functions and what all it can be used for, because this is really a great idea and would make a super gift also. A lot of beekeepers wouldn't come in here and purchase this for themselves. I don't think it's because of anything other than you briefly look at it and you go, oh, it's a toolbox. Well, it is way more than a toolbox. So let me show you what all this box does. It is a toolbox, so that's where we're going to start. It will hold your frame perch that you've seen me use in the field. Cora and I really love to use our frame perches. This is the latch. You swing it over this, it installs here. It is captured through the grooves in the lid, okay? You've always got it with you if you've got your toolbox with you. Your smoker. We all want our smoker. We all got to have our smoker. We all know there's a need for it. Behind that smoker you see a hole board, piece of screen over it. I'm getting to that as to why that is there. So, place for your smoker. A place for your frame grip. This is merely to handle your frame grip. Keeps it stable. I'm sure being a beekeeper you will have other uses for this little rack, side rack and tray. These come with carry straps. That's self-explanatory. Everything is heavy. Strapping's heavy. In the back, you have a location for your hive tool. It will work with your J-hook. It will work with your standard, a longer hive tool. On the opposite side, you have a place for your bee brush. Nothing's in the way, nothing's fouling the other. Now, latches on the front. Keeps the lid closed, right? We get that. But here's what I want to show you. Interior of this box. You have, see, now if I'd had that latch like I was supposed to, that wouldn't have happened. The interior of the box holds 5 deep frames. It's the size of a 5-frame nucleus. So here's the cool part. You've got this in your truck. you're on the farm, you've gone to work, it doesn't matter. It's got its spot in the truck, right? The neighbor that's got 4 or 5 hives, he's at work. His wife calls your wife, she calls you and says, hey, so-and-so over here's got a swarm of bees. He's gonna want them. Would you mind come putting them in something till he gets home and can take over? Drop you 5 frames in here, run over to the neighbors. They may be hanging in a bush, you know how this goes. It could be a multiple of things. Shake the swarm into the box. Let the bees all get in here on the frames. Close it up, latch it. You have those bees where you can transport them, or you have them caught. They have the ventilation. You're not going to cook them in the box. A lot of beekeepers take this a step further. Let's say, okay, you've done that, you did it for your friend. You take this box and set it over there where he would, in his apiary, where he might potentially keep these bees. Some beekeepers have gone ahead and drilled a hole in the front of this box and put a disc reducer, so they can allow those bees, after they're caught and transported to where they're going to keep them, they can dial that open and allow those bees just to go ahead and start working right there. You go, hey man, I got your bees caught. They're sitting over on the far stand. When you get home, put them in your box. I'll pick up my toolbox tomorrow or the next day or something like that. This is an awesome tool. This would make a great gift for the beekeeper. So keep that in mind. Maybe it's just that beekeeper that goes, gift? I'm just going to go get me one right now. They're really nice. They are a good idea if you do a lot of swarm catching, swarm chasing, swarm calls. This is a must if you go long range working bees. Maybe you've got 7 or 8 apiaries. It's just handy to have. Here's something else I'd like to talk to you about. This is the Arkansas Deluxe. This is basically set up the way that my dad ran his colonies. It is a deep and 2 mids, an inner board, an outer cover, a solid bottom board. We have combined this and dubbed it the Arkansas Deluxe. This is a kit. You can get this kit online or in the store. You can get it painted, unpainted, unassembled, or assembled. It's like a $20 savings if you're going to buy this as a unit. And in layman's terms, you're going to get the 2 first boxes for your bees coming along in the spring and summer. Hopefully you get to the need for honey. You get a honey super in the purchase. I mentioned that you have a inner cover. What I did not tell you is you have 9 frames in foundation, 9 frames in foundation, 9 frames in foundation. You have everything you need here to bring that nucleus of bees along that you've purchased and you've taken them home, and it's time to start your endeavor. Entrance feeder, of course, any smallmouth quart jar will fit on that for an entrance feed, for whether you're feeding Pro Sweet or you're mixing their sugar water. Entrance reducer, you get your hive tool, your bee brush, a frame grip, and your smoker. This is a great buy for the person that walks in, says, I'm going to start keeping bees. Where's the bang for the buck to get started on equipment? This is a great way to go. This would make a awesome Christmas gift also. I think by the time this purchase is made, you lack 2 things: protective gear and honeybees. So we offer these in a single deep. We offer them, like as I said, in the Deluxe. The other is called the Arkansas Basic. We have several kits. You can get this online, as I said. For Christmas, we have a huge selection. We've got books. Hey, you guys that like to make beer and mead, we've got mead making kits. Home decor for your spouses, rugs. The books go on and on. We carry more than just beekeeping books. We have medicinal herbs. We have how to display your honey if you want to be doing a lot of contest with your honey. We've got naturally anything you want to plant. We have Vegetable Gardener's Handbook, Preventing Lyme, Tick Disease. We have do-it-yourself books for you guys that are living on homesteads. You've got What's Killing My Chickens, Prepping 101, Basic Butchering of Livestock. We have literature that covers being in business with bees. That's a great book, by the way. Mating Biology of Honeybees. If you've ever thought about, well, why do queens have to leave and go mate? That covers it. We try to be your one-stop with all things honey, all things related to your success in keeping bees. We appreciate your business. We appreciate you supporting us. We appreciate y'all shopping local, supporting us in everything we're doing. We thank you. We truly love the fact that you're watching our YouTubes, that you're liking us on Facebook, and that you're subscribing. Until we see you again, roll that beautiful bee footage. Thanks for watching.